Yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett, and that's complete. It's Sims. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He finds his target. It's Matthews. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now. Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Rolling to his left. Open man downfield is Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To the air on first down with Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pickett sets up play action. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Pickett right back to the air again. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
To throw again on second down. Pickett forced out to his left. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. The throw taken in by Sims. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy 80. Right now, let's go. Hey, check. 40. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check. Street. 48. Silver. 48.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
45, right. 97, ultra, go ultra.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return is Olszewski. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right here. Double time. 3 down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Pickett back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Pickett now from the gun here.
This is caught.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get him.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Okay, ready? Check 55 Mike. Focus, defense, focus. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Lance back to throw.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Lance looking to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready. Black 40. Edo blue. Shot 17.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Lance finding Deebo there for the Niner first.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40, 30, the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready? Check 3, check 3. Under 10, 10.
And Lance now to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. The Lance going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
This from 25 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Two seconds to go, first quarter.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 50, it's Stafford.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, 250. Let's go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 6 guy, middle. Check 52.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run here with Akers.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Now he steps away. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Again, it's Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll give this up the middle to Brown, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They give it to Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trevarius Ward in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
In motion left, Robinson. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stafford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on first down is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Go ultra. Check 15, check 15. Check 31, check 31.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 10 black. Check view. You better be afraid of me. Say. 36. Wrong. 10. Check 3. Right. White. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Hey, go steal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Blue 60. Watch right. You ain't doing nothing, bro. You ain't doing nothing. Rerun. Kick. 32.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Monday.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he's brought down.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
It's a run with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's going to double up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Striker, check striker. 6, Mega. 35 is the light. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Tell me what you got.
Here's Lance.
Give me some. Give me some.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, check Mega.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
22. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Ready.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lance now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On play action, Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
53, check 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Lance.
And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Kill.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 21. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
50, stay 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's go.
From the 24, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Hey. Wide. Get wide. Alert 3.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford.
Slant pass complete to Akers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. and that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 53 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action, now it's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Flush to his right. Completes it to Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ultra. Go ultra. Undercross, undercross, undercross. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check safety, check safety. Stay.
Lance now on 1st down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st down, Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. And nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
22.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 20-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Let's go. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
From the 29, Lance flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now at Soldier Field. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Switch it. Hey, go steal. Let's see it. Remember. Check. Cross.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Lance. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
cycle. Red, cycle. 52. Check out read. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lance looks to throw again.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
22. Strike it. Ready to go.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
96 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Lance back to throw.
Gets this one to use check. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Now Lance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check, check, steal, check, steal. He's checking.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lance looking to throw. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
45. One.
He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking for the out route, he's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Monday. I'm coming after you.
From the 29, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. The Lance going to throw. Slump under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Yellow. Check hot. Kill.
Throwing now is Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Floyd. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep, Brandon Powell. A Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Stafford, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Lance looking to throw it. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Left side caught by Matthews. Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Matthews. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. It's complete to Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Check 53. Hey, both feet are
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Quit talking about it. Full peak. Check. Shot. Watch the shot. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On the give, this is...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Stafford here. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Completes it. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Rams. Ben Skoranek, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
Watch twist. Watch alert.
It's a run with Akers. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football, hit the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 27, Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Strike it. Check, strike it. Watch out.
Or design run here for Ayuk.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. This offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
60 rounds. Strike it. Strike it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 69 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.